And here's a call we had from yesterday that I didn't get to, and graciously allowed us to call back. Matt in Raleigh, North Carolina. Thanks for letting us call you. How are you, sir?
I'm just fine. Good afternoon, sir. For quite some time now, you've been advising listeners simply not to participate in the recession. And I took your advice, and I'm better off for it. I am not involved in this recession. That's someone else's problem. It doesn't affect me. I had
that's fascinating. People are going to have some questions for you they want me to ask you. First thing is, what line of work are you in?
In auto body. Automotive repair.
You're an auto body.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
so how did you make that recession-proof?
Well, I was a general manager for a body shop and making six figures, and the body shop principals just said they were not selling, kept saying they were not selling. All of a sudden, they sold. And the first ones to go were the highest paid people, which would be me. So I went on my way, refusing to give up. I got myself another job, paying about half of what I made before.
Okay, well, that's what I meant. So you were not, the auto body was not immune to the recession. They closed up, they sold everybody, got rid of you, and you had to go do something else.
Yes.
And what is that?
I work for an insurance company.
Do you sell insurance?
No, sir. I drive around and I look at wrecked cars, and I'm an adjuster.
Okay, you're an adjuster. So you just... What was it that made you? I mean, you're crediting this with they gave a recession, but I'm not going to participate. But how did that manifest itself? You simply said, "Okay, I've lost my job, but I'm going to go get another one, and maybe if I can't replace it, the exact amount of money, I'm still going to get a job and work no matter what." What was your process?
Well, what we went through was that my wife said, "Well, I can do something. I can contribute. We're going to have to sit down. We're going to make a budget. We're going to cut out everything that's unnecessary. Whatever is necessary, that makes the budget. Whatever is not necessary just does not make the budget. It's just not going to happen. My car has 200,000 miles on it. Sure, I'd love to have a new car. It's not in the budget, so I keep driving the car that I have. I'd love to have the latest, greatest gadgets. It's not in the budget. I gave up playing golf. It's not a priority. Putting my kids through college, paying my bills. I have no debt other than my mortgage. My cars are paid for, and unless I have the cash to pay for it, I don't get it.
Why didn't you choose the 99 weeks of unemployment? What's wrong with you?
Oh, I don't know. Call me crazy. Maybe from my 6 years in the Marine Corps.
Well, you laugh, but I'm sure that's a factor. But still, I mean, it's fascinating. You heard me say that if there's a recession, you're just not going to participate. And what that meant to you was you were not going to pay attention to how dire the media said the job market was, and you were going to go out there and find one, and you did.
Absolutely. And it's a matter of personal responsibility, personal fiscal responsibility. I mean, I had a friend that said, you could probably go get food stamps. I don't need food stamps. I can work. I have a strong back, 2 arms, 2 legs. I can do something. I don't care if it's cutting grass. I will find something. I will find a way to provide for my family. It's just not part of me.
Well, but you could have provided for your family. You could have gotten food stamps. You could have gotten Medicaid. You probably could have got an Obama phone, and you could have gotten 99 weeks of unemployment. I mean, this is what the Democrats have wanted people to be able to take advantage of. You decided you didn't want any part of that. I think the interesting thing with you is that your sense of personal responsibility took over.
Well, and if you take these handouts and you take all of these government programs, you are no longer in charge of your own destiny, and you are not providing anything. The government is providing for you.
Yeah, but weren't you mad at the guys? Weren't you mad at the guys that owned the auto body shop for shutting down and firing you? And didn't that make you say, "Well, hell, they're the reason I'm out of work. The hell with them, bunch of mean, rotten SOBs. I'm going to go on unemployment and really soak it to them." You obviously did not have that attitude.
No, it's their business. They can do whatever they want to with it. It wasn't up to me. I wasn't an owner. I was just running the place.
Right. And probably you realized it wasn't productive to be mad at them because it didn't fix anything.
Absolutely. I mean, it was just totally counterproductive to be upset with them, and it doesn't hurt them. It doesn't affect them. At the least, they don't lose any sleep.
Well, Matt, congratulations. I'm glad you called, and I have a feeling that you're going to be fine. You keep hanging in. Appreciate it. We'll be back. Open Line Friday continues.